Hello again. Quite enjoyed doing that last video, and I've had some really good feedback back from some people who either agreed or disagreed or whatever. But regardless, it was good feedback. There's one thing I just wanted to discuss quickly. I may not post this today. I may wait a bit. But banded hack squats, specifically banded hack squats, rather than banded leg press or banded squats or whatever else. So the idea with bands is to add tension. It's not a constant tension. So obviously as stress is alleviated, there's less tension. As stress is put on, there's more tension. So if you were doing a leg press, you're sat at the bottom, you would put the bands over the bars that the weights go on and against the handles to your side, and as you push up, the tension would increase as you got to the higher end of the range. Whereas if you put it round the other way, the tension would increase on the way down, alleviating some of that weight onto you. So where we go with hack squats, and the only reason I bring this up is because I've seen this a lot recently. You know, I don't mean anything horrible to anyone, but I just don't understand it. So if you can explain it to me, then please do. So we have a resistance band. Well, actually, we've got an elastic band. So an elastic band is very, very simple. That's it in its solid state. That is it under tension. Now, this tension is known as kinetic energy. You search that up yourself, it's kinetic energy. The kinetic energy is equivalent to 1/2 of the mass of whatever is producing said kinetic energy. Now what I'm seeing is people with 7 plates a side, 8 plates a side, mammoth weights on these machines. And they've got a band. And they've got a band from the top of the machine to the weight. And you're below that, right? So what happens with a hack squat? You take it off the weight, so we're here, and then we squat down, right? So at this point, the tension, the kinetic energy is pulling us back. Yeah, it's pulling us back up. So what's happening here is that kinetic energy is assisting you. It's helping you. So when you actually squat it, the tension there is being assisted by the kinetic energy. Okay? It's basic physics. It's not hard. All right. So if you want to put 7, 8 plates on, take that band off, then do 10 reps and see where you are then. Because you won't do it the same. I can't see how putting extra plates on and a band to help you, and don't give me all this shit, oh, it's at the top of the range or it's at the bottom of the range. No, it's making it easier. Put less weights on and fuck your elastic bands off. Come on. Seriously, think about it. Or, here's an idea. Put a 60 kg dumbbell or a hook at the bottom of the machine and turn the band the other way. So as you're pushing up, the tension increases. Much like a chain. If you put a chain on a squat bar, when you're down low, the weight is lower because a lot of the chain is resting on the floor. And as you squat higher, the weight increases. So the overload at the top of the range of the motion is higher than it is at the bottom end of the motion. So that would work in the same way using kinetic energy or resistance bands. But doing it so that when you're down, it's under tension. The same as bench press. You see it all the time on bench press. People will put it on a power rack like that, put 4 plates aside. I just benched 200 kilos banded. Wow. Well, take a plate off a side and that would have probably been the same. I can't fathom it. So if you can help me out, please do. And I mean, no offense to anyone, I'm sure someone's going to get their back rubbed up the wrong way because they read this on Flex magazine, and is that even still a thing? Flex still a thing? No, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's my little 2 pence worth.